You are able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So yesterday we discussed one thing, right? What is the purpose of going for interface? Anyone can explain? Why do we need an interface for implementing the service? Anyone can explain, please?
Yeah, if you are using the interfaces without or directly, you can't directly create the service class object. If you are creating service object, now that is the tightly coupling. If you are using the interface object, that is the loosely coupling, and no need to depend anyone. Like suppose if you are, I am working the model class, someone working the control class, someone working the UI. It will not depend anyone. That is the
Good.
major only we are working on the concept of the use of for the interfaces.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody can understand? Apart from that, Sai, Judy, Bhargavi, Raghavendra. Anybody can explain? Come on, feel free to talk. If you are not able to understand, I will teach you once again. Don't worry about it. So the point here is, you guys need to learn on a daily basis, daily 1 hour, and you need to go through the video whenever you will have a free time. Okay. Or you can download from your mobile, take that, or you can watch the YouTube channel so many times. You can make sure that you understand the concepts. Okay. So that is when you will learn subject. If you learn subject, it automatically take you to the next level. Okay, you no need to look for job. Job will comes to you. That's how you need to do your process. Okay. Do you all agree with me? At least say yes or no. Everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So try to learn things daily. Now today topic is, what is IOC? 1 second. Today's topic is, what is IOC? IOC is stands for inversion of control. Inversion of control. Or you got my point? So to create object, what you will do? To create an object for a class, what you will do? How you will implement? Anyone can tell me? For example, I had a product service class. Product service class. What is the way to create object for this class? Anyone can tell me? Come on, you need to speak. Hello.
Sorry, sir. Can you again?
So I had a product class. I want to create an object for the product service class. How to do that?
We'll create the class and with the new
Simply,
keyword.
I will go and use product
Services.
service.
PS
Product
equals to
service
new
as the
product
variable
Variable name
equal
equal to class
new
product.
product service.
Yes.
This is the line of statement will help you to create an object. Am I right or wrong? This line will help us to create an object.
Yes, sir.
Now, sir, this product service class, contain 10 public methods. 10 public methods. Right? But I need to create an object only for 6 methods. How to do that? Is it possible? This is one of the intro question. See, I had a product service class, okay, which contained 10 methods. Okay, I'm creating objects so that I can able to access all the 10 methods. The same product service class contain 10 public method, but I need to create object only for 6 method. How to do that? How to do that?
Need to use the interface.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. Regarding? Not it. Not it. Was left. So what happened here is to achieve this concept, hey, 1 second. Hello. Yes. What do you want? Hey, don't disturb this. To achieve this, we need to create interface. In interface, we can implement, we can declare how many methods I need to declare here? Venkat, Sai, how many methods I need to declare? Can I declare all the 10 methods or I need to declare only 6 methods? Judy, miles up.
6 methods only.
6 methods.
6 methods.
I'm trying to create object only for 6 methods. Okay, my interface name is iProductService. iProductService. So how many methods this interface is holding? Everybody, unmute yourself and talk. How many methods I have?
6.
6 methods. So what I need to do here is I'm going to create object for iProductService. iProductService. Product service equal to new of product service. New of product service. So what will happen? This new keyword will create object for all the 10 methods. New keyword will create an object for all 10 methods, but it will hold object only for 6 methods when I'm assigning that object to the product service variable. You got the point? See, This is my interface, and this is my variable, and this is my object creation. When I create object creation, that object creation trying to assign that memory into this variable. When I'm assigning memory to this variable, how many methods are available in this particular interface? How many methods are available in this interface? Only 6 methods. Or you got my point? So this product service can hold only memory for 6 methods. Or you got the point? Everybody clear?
Yes.
Everyone clear? Say yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Bhargavi?
Sir.
Yeah, please. You understand? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vamsi, do you understand?
I'm understanding, sir. I'm getting slowly.
Okay. So now, as part of MVC middleware, let me open my Paint. In this diagram, where I'm creating object of service as per the flow, where we are creating object for service usually. Usually you try to create object in controller, but as part of MVC core, you should not create object in controller. Instead, you go and create an object here. Okay. Here you are going to use IOC. Or you got my point? So controller can only hold the dependency injection. Where you are creating object? See, as part of the normal flow, you create object in controller and you will call the service there. But as part of MVC core architecture, you should not create a object in controller. You should create object in the middleware. Or you got the point? Now you understand the flow? Venkat,
Yes.
Bhargavi. See, basically what happened, if I want to call a service class from controller to service class, I used to create object in controller and I will call the method. That is the basic flow in any projects. But when you look into MVC standpoint, you should not create object in controller. Where you need to create an object? You need to create an object in IOC, in the middleware. So here the main point is how to create object in ASP.NET MVC core concept. This is my first point. Which object? Which object I need to create? Service object.
Service object. Yeah.
Am I right or wrong? So you are going to create a service object. So where I need to create as part of ASP.NET core. This is most important, and this is the one you are going to learn from throughout your projects. If you understand these basic fundamentals, you can develop anything and everything. As part of ASP.NET core MVC, we need to create an service object in the middleware. Service object in the middleware. How to create service object in the middleware? We need to register service class in the builder method, builder object in the web application builder class. Web application builder class. Let me show you in code. See, I'm opening my project. Now tell me, where is my builder object will be available? In which file the builder object will be available? Everybody, except Vamsi, can you tell me where the builder object will be available?
Program.cs.
In which project? Come again?
Program.cs, product application.
Product application program.cs. Now you see there is a web application builder which is holding a builder object. Am I right or wrong? Everybody can able to see this?
Yes, sir.
There you are going to register your service. In this, before app.builder.build method, you need to register a service. So here, registering a product service to create object, to create a object with the help of IOC. What is IOC stands for? Inversion of
Controller.
Control.
Control.
This is very important entry question. So I'm taking very detailedly. Inversion of control. So how to register this service? Builder dot services dot add. Here you need to use 3 line of statement. First, which service you need to, which contract you need to create object. The first one is type of. What is your contract you created? What is the contract you created? Come on, guys. You have to speak.
Product service. Product service. Product services.
Product service.
Service, comma.
Type of product
services.
Service.
We need to implement the service class and product class.
Okay, so now this will help you to create object for me. Or you got my point? I'm telling this builder service, you create object for this product class and assign that object to the iProduct service instance. So here, as part of this code, let me open my product service. What are all the methods I can able to access? Can I access list product method and prepare product method? Both of them in the object? Is it possible? I can access only the list product. Why? Because this product service only contain list product. You got the point?
In morning session is fine.
Come again?
Evening
Everybody
five.
clear?
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Today 5 o'clock.
And then here you have to say service lifetime dot transient. You need to implement this. You got the point? Builder dot service dot add of service descriptor collection, and finally you have to build it. Now build the project. No overload for add method, take 3 arguments. Why? It's correct only, right?
Sir, we need to add or we need to add scope we need to use.
This is correct only. This is okay. We need to add this. So here, new service descriptor. In this, you need to add the type of iProduct service, comma, type of product service, comma, service now it is correct. So basically you are going to add a service object with the help of service descriptor class. This service descriptor will hold the object. That object will be added in the service. So I forgot this line. So simply you have to understand. I'm cutting this. So now you need to add a service here. So what service you are going to add? New of service descriptor of. Okay. Here you need to add three. You see here, service type, object, implementation, and lifetime. So here you are going to say type of service is iProduct service, comma, type of product service, comma, service lifetime dot translate. Okay. So I register the service. After registering the service, I go for a mute. Okay. After registering the service, in the product service, I'm going to hold the object. Now, how to get that object in my controller? Because I'm not going to create object in my controller. Here, I'm going to remove my object. I don't want object here. So how to get that object? Go here, create a constructor, public product controller. This is your constructor. In this constructor, I'm going to inject my iProduct service. What will happen? The moment it create an object, this object will be injected here. This object will be injected here. That is why dependency injection will be happen. Dependency injection will be happen. Or you got my point? Dependency injection for which object? For which class? Dependency injection for which class? Hello?
Interface.
Which interface? Name of the interface. iProduct service interface.
iProduct service.
Product service interface. Or you got my point? Now this interface will come here as an object. Now what we will do here, I'm going to catch that interface object. I'm going to use a private variable. This is my private variable. This is how I have to declare. Why I'm using read only? I don't want to modify the object. So that's why I'm providing read only. This is the private. It can be accessed outside the class. This object, this variable can be accessed outside. Judy Bhargavi.
No.
No.
Mailsami. Sai Krishna, Vamsi, will be able to access this variable iProduct service outside the class or not? Vamsi.
No, sir.
Okay, so what will happen? This dot, this is a, what are all the product service object coming here? I'm going to assign here. And then here, I'm simply calling this dot product service dot list to product. Now you see, can I get prepared product? I'm not getting a prepared project. I got only list to product. Why? Is there any change happened?
Yes, interface we have only method only is there. List of products. Sorry?
Did they create object for product class or interface?
Interface we are creating the object. So actually interface we have declared only one method only. So that's the reason only we are getting here one method only.
Got the point. Do you all understand? So here the object I'm going to get only for the interface. Clear my point? Save. Now put a breakpoint here. I will prove you. See, I'm first putting F10. Now, if you go into this service, builder.service method in the quick watch window, you see the list of services are available for a service to run. Will you all able to see the services? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Anywhere you see iService, iProduct service, it will not available. The moment I execute this line of code, now if you go and see in the builder service, that object will be added. Earlier, the count is 316. Now it is 317. Am I right or wrong? Earlier count is 316. Now it is 317. Let me go and see where that service has been added. Just have a look.
Can you come a little bit down, sir? Can you check the last one, sir? Maybe it is added, that one.
You see here,
Yes.
everybody can able to see this.
Yes, sir, able to see.
Whatever the service you created, it is added here or not?
Yes, sir.
What is my service contract name? What is my contract name? My contract name is iProduct service. My contract name is iProduct service. My object is product service. Lifetime is transient. It is added or not?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now I'm putting a breakpoint of this controller. And I'm putting a breakpoint of action method. When you continue, you see I got the product service object. I got the object or not? Did I
Yes.
create an object in controller or did I create an object in where I created an object? Come on, you need to speak. Nobody will show you in depth. You need to understand. Come on, unmute yourself and talk. Everybody. Did I get an
Yeah.
object?
Yes, sir.
So what happened? My middleware created an object. That object will be injected into the controller. Have you got my point? My
Yes.
Yes.
middleware created object with the help of IOC. That object will be injected into my controller as a dependency injection. Do you all agree with this?
Yes.
Vamsi? Do you all agree with this? I'm not created
Yes.
an object. I'm not created an object in my service. Where I created an object? I'm not created object in my controller. Where I created an object? I created an
Middleware.
object in my
Middleware.
And then what I'm doing? I'm injecting that middleware into controller with the help of dependency injection. Or you got my point? So this is called IOC and dependency injection. See here, I got the injection. I'm going to assign that injection into this variable. Now you see that variable is null or not?
Null.
Currently it is null. The moment I assign that object, now you see this object will not be null. It is not a null. It is holding the product service object. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm coming to F10. Here, did I create object here in the index layer? Index method?
No.
I'm directly using the object that will go and call my service, prepare product. It will prepare the product, return the product back, get that product, display it in view. This is called IOC and dependency injection. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, has small doubt, sir. Sir, what is the meaning of transit?
I'm coming back. First, you understand IOC and dependency injection. Transient, scope, singleton, I will teach tomorrow. I don't want to confuse today.
Sure. And yeah, now this is we are calling the dependent injection like that only, sir?
Yes, this is the way the dependency injection will work.
Okay, through IOC, yeah.
Through IOC. In program.cs, you are registering a service as an IOC. This is most important. So you copy this, put this, register a service as an IOC, which stands for inversion of control. Okay?
Okay.
I got my point. Where you need to register a service as an IOC? In the middleware. Got the point? If somebody comes and asks you where to register IOC, what is your answer?
Middleware.
Middleware.
Where to inject an object, what is your answer? Service object. Can I inject service object in service class, or can I inject service object in controller class?
Controller.
Why? Why it is in controller? Why not in service? Think in that way. See, I have a service class. I'm trying to create an object. I'm injecting the same object in the same class. Is it right? Is it good? Is it good or bad?
Bad, sir.
Why?
how others will use if you write in service place. Others should access means their own customized things we will write in own classes, right, sir? Then we can consume the
Absolutely
service.
correct. Absolutely correct. See, that is what I want you to think. Okay. Now you understand, right? You are understanding what to do, when to do, where to do. Or you got my point. When you're learning a subject, you need to be in a position to understand what to do, when to do, where to do. In which situation you are going to implement that, how to use it. You need to understand these parts, each and every concept. See, you have a service class called product service. I cannot inject the same my own class to inject my own object. Am I right or not? See, I am a class. I can inject my own object. Is it really needed?
No.
Everybody, you have a class called product service. Do you create object for the same class within the same class? Not
No.
required.
Not
No.
Somebody has to use it. That is the idea behind it, right? So, where you will inject your service object in that case?
controller.
Controller. So, here you have to make a step after creating an object. Creating an object, we need to inject an object only controller class. We should not inject the object in the any other layer. Got the point? Only
Yeah.
controller class layer you need to
Yes, sir.
inject. You need to be more careful. This is most important while doing development. Somebody what happen, when I'm reviewing the code, they will inject their object on their own class itself. I will be shocked. They may not aware of it. Got the point? When the code comes to me, I will try to review the code. When I'm reviewing, it will build, it will be succeeded. But unnecessarily, they will inject their own object in the same class, which is really not required. So you need to be more careful that when to inject, where to inject, how to inject. So that is the main reason I written this code. Omsi అర్థమైందా? Omsi,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
easy or tougher?
Yes, sir. I'm slowly.
Come again?
I'm slowly getting, sir. I'm understanding the concepts.
So here I need to take this code and paste it. So this is called IOCM dependency. Sir, but I have very big concern. Do my UI look good or bad? Did my UI look or bad? Good look or bad? The table what you are seeing is good or bad?
Not much good, sir.
Not much.
Good.
Can we implement some CSS on top of it? We
Yes,
have
sir.
10 minutes of time.
Yes, sir.
Is it a good UI or bad UI? Everybody say me. This looks good. No, right?
No, sir. No.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to implement bootstrap. What I will do, go to solution, right click on the product application project. There you see manage client service side libraries. You'll be able to see this menu. Simply go to solution, select the product application, right click, manage client side libraries. Sorry, here. Add. You see client-side library? You are able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Click on this. Now you get at the window like this. In this window, type to search Twitter. You see Twitter-bootstrap.
Yes.
Select this, install. See, earlier this was not added. Now it is added in this libman.js. Now you see, go to output, everything will be added. Now go back to your application. You see there is a libman. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
So these are all static files to serve the ASP.NET code. Or you got my point? These are all static files to serve the ASP.NET code. To serve any static files, first point, to serve any static files, we need to create a folder name called www root. Got the point? You need to create a folder name called www root. Where you need to create the folder in the www root? Right click application, add new folder, www root. The moment you added a root, you see there is a globe.
Yes.
And then drag this folder, paste it, send it here. Now where this particular root is available? Come on, you need to speak. Where this root is available? Come on. Others.
Web application.
Under the www root folder, all my statics files are available. To serve these static files, you need to register a code in middleware. You have to tell middleware that I'm going to using a static file. Or you got my point? For that, you are going to use here app.use static. App.use static files. Now, what is the standard? It is saying go to definition. See, this will explain what is the purpose of static files. Anyone can read this? Unmute and speak. Judy or Bhargavi, Mailswami. What this one is speaking? Enable static file serving for current request path. Files are served from the path in Microsoft web folder. By default, it is going to use a www root folder. You got my point? So that is why I am using www root in my program.cs. I am telling go and use the static file. You got my point? Once you've done that, go to your HTML. Where is my HTML? Here. Simply go and add a style attribute. Style href built / lib / I do one thing. Got the point?
Yes.
Sorry, here it should be linked. Once you've done that, in the table header, in the table, I'm going to use class table. Save, run. చెప్పరా హలో చెప్పరా చెప్తా నేను కాల్లో ఉన్నాను క్లాస్లో కంప్లీట్ అయింది చెప్తా 5 minutes కాల్ చేస్తా ఒక్క 10 నిమిషాల్లో పిలుస్తా See here, UI is changed. Is my UI is changed or not?
Yes.
Everybody. Amar, Bhargav.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
UI is totally changed, right? Now what I'm going to do, here I'm going to say in the table head hyphen primary. So you have to specify table, comma, table like primary. Now you see, changes happened or not?
Yes, sir.
Everybody.
Yes, sir, happened.
Okay. Now, compared to the earlier view, now this view has a very good understanding. This view has a good
Yes.
view, right? And I want to change this list. What I will do, instead of using H1 like this, div class, I'm going to use like this. Cut this and paste. Here I'm going to say H1. Save all, run. Will the text is in a perfect format? Will the text is in a perfect format or not?
Yes, sir.
But sir, there is a no gap here. Okay, so what to do is simply create a div with the container. I create a div class container. Okay, and then create a one more class row and cut this particular stuff, this entire stuff. cut it. Paste it here. And copy AD so that alignment proper. Now you go and minimize. You see here, first I have a div with the container. Under div, I have a row. Under row, I have a div H element as well as primary. Now you see the UI. Is it looks good now? Did I made any change? Did I made any alteration with hide anything? Did I made anything?
No.
Everybody. I think you guys are sleeping.
No.
Then you should speak, na?
No,
I am
sir.
only speaking. Raghavendra,
Yes, sir.
are you sleeping?
No, sir.
Are you understand?
Yeah, got it, sir. Understood.
Okay. Now I want to make this list of product is center. How to do that? Simply here, text hyphen center. Now you see the list of product is centered and table will be displayed. See, it is very easy to understand. All you need is your presence of mind.
Okay.
Hmm? Looks perfect.
Yes.
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 Fine. So tomorrow we can talk about the remaining concept. Anybody have any questions? Feel free to ask. I'm stopping the recording.